I'm going to show you how to take apart a Rex Silentium. I'm assuming I'm pronouncing that right. I don't know. Their SEG 22 can here. The Cove can, the little miniature version of this, works the same way except for it has a baffle in the end. But essentially this is kind of like this. It's a hybrid between these two. It's got one stainless and one aluminum baffle in there where they wipe on the end. But if you can take apart this, you can definitely take apart this one. So this is its long configuration. You can run it without this section and without this section. So you can run it with just the stainless baffles and body, or add the aluminums. I like adding all of them, but that's just me. So take a 3/4 inch socket, loosen everything up a little bit here. Just easy enough to break everything loose. So you take the end cap off, and then it's got 3 aluminum baffles in the end cap, or the end section. Then you just break its tube off. And then loosen this up a little bit. Now you have a joint in here to get apart. I'm going to take this one off here. So they become a little bit issue there. I like it to break them all off in kind of order so it's easier. So you got a deep end, shallow end. Deep end always goes towards the exit of the bullet, or the muzzle, whatever you want to call it. And you got 3 more aluminum baffles in this section. And then you have the tube again. Same deal, deep and shallow end. Shallow end goes towards the gun. Then you have this section here, which is your stainless section. You have your stainless mount and a couple baffles in here. Mount comes out. Tube is empty. And then you got 2 stainless steel baffles. So you could run it with just the stainless. You could run it stainless and aluminum, or stainless, aluminum, and aluminum. So kind of an interesting idea. It's a very inexpensive can, but it goes together, works good. If you've seen some other videos, you'll see that it actually was one of the better performing cans. To get it all back together, basically run your mount flush or in a little bit, depends on how anal you are about getting the threading on both sides the same. Take your baffles, stack them together, slide them in your tube. Then you are going to take your section of joint. I'm going to use the shallow end going towards the section here. Snug that up. And then you can just even use a 3/4 socket just to snug it. So now that section, no rattles, you're all good to go. Throw a section of your aluminum tube on. Put your 3 aluminum baffles in, cone end in towards the gun. Same deal, short end towards the previous baffle. Snugged, next section on. Snugged, and we've got another 3 baffles. And finally, the end cap. So depending on how you threaded everything, you might end up with this being a little bit sub-flush. That's pretty darn close. Still enough to grab the socket and snug it up. That's all you need to do. That is your full-length configuration on your SEG 22. If you could do that, you could also do the Cove.